G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome to a very special video. Today we have early access to the FIFA 18 World Cup DLC. Big thank you to EA Sports for inviting me out to the capture event in Sydney 2 weeks ago. Was great to get an early hands-on experience with the brand new game mode, and I'm very excited to bring it to you guys. So we'll have a lot of content coming out over the next few days, and we're going to begin it with a playthrough of the World Cup with Argentina. Can we get Messi a World Cup trophy into his hands? We're going to have to wait and see. But fellas, if you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't just hit it, bloody scorpion kick it down below. So our group for the World Cup is going to be Iceland, Croatia, and Nigeria, and I definitely think we should be able to get out of it. This squad, I'm going to say, you're going to have to watch the rest of the video to see just how good this squad is, but it is probably the best team I have ever used in FIFA. FIFA 18 at least. I have never felt so in control when using a team like this Argentina side. It's so attack heavy, and I know a lot of people have said that's the positive about Argentina, but that's also the negative, because defensively, their defensive stocks aren't the strongest. They've got their Otamendi's, they've got their Garais. They did have Romero, but he is out for the World Cup now through injury. They got their Rojos as well. But their attack is absolutely insane, and we see that here in the 9th minute as Paulo Dybala, our first highlight of the World Cup, is going to be a goal. A lovely finish off the left foot there from the Argentinian attacking midfielder, and what a start to the World Cup that is against Iceland. I wanted to see how this squad would react on the first game. I'm going to throw everything at it. That's a lovely finish. And one thing I have noticed, fellas, playing this World Cup game for about 8 hours on the day, is that the gameplay actually feels slightly different to FIFA 18, and I like the gameplay a lot more compared to FIFA 18. It's what I would say the gameplay was like probably the first few weeks when FIFA 18 came out. I really enjoyed the gameplay from FIFA 18 then. Still enjoy it now, but definitely enjoyed that sort of realistic feeling gameplay. The teams played like they should. You'll see I've got a few more videos coming out, and in those videos I came up against sides like Brazil and nations like that are very attack heavy, Colombia's, those sort of sides, and they really played a fast tempo of football. And then sides like Germany were an absolute slog to play against. It really mirrored how they play in real life. But what a goal that is there from Sergio Aguero. We are on absolute fire here against Iceland, as you would expect. We are 3-0 up after half an hour in the World Cup group stages. The perfect start to the tournament. But this finish, that ball there was insane. But the finish, lovely cross, and just Sergio Aguero getting his first goal of the tournament. So that is absolutely brilliant to see. We're looking for a fourth one here before halftime that would surely secure us the points in the first game. Higuain, he has missed 2 great opportunities so far. Really got to expect more from him as the tournament progresses. But just for your reference, guys, I am playing this on Legendary, so to be 4-0 up at halftime, I was absolutely stoked. Paulo Dybala has felt absolutely incredible in this game so far, and we are going to have a 4-0 advantage heading into the halftime break. Couldn't ask for much more, and we want to start the second half on a strong foot. 47 minutes into it, it's going to be Pastore going through here to Sergio Aguero, holding it up nicely, going in there, it's going to be headed away. Banega going to Dybala, looking to add another goal to an impressive start to the World Cup, but he does blaze that one over the crossbar. We're continuing to attack here. We see the run on the left-hand side from Angel Di Maria. He's going to take the touch. He's going to hold it up. A couple of ball rolls, looking for an option, finds Pastore on the edge of the box, the first time finish, and that is going to be 5-0, an hour into this game against Iceland. And honestly, this is something I low-key expect to happen in the World Cup. I don't expect Iceland to pull off an amazing game like we saw in the World Cup not the World Cup, the Euros in 2016. They were the upset, one of the underdog hero sort of sides in the 2016 Euros. I don't expect them to do that in the 2018 World Cup. I did make a predictions video about a week ago talking about how I felt the World Cup was going to turn out, and that is one of the points I did make. But Mauro Icardi does get on the score sheet, controversially left out of the World Cup side in real life. And I did record this about a couple of days before the World Cup squads were, or at least most of the World Cup squads were announced. So to see Icardi left out really surprised me. But he did get on the score sheet there, and he wrapped up an incredible start to the World Cup. Dybala with a hat-trick. And we defeat Iceland 6-0. Our goal differential is looking real nice. And if you can see from the other games, Croatia did beat Nigeria. So we're going to be taking on Croatia right now. If we manage to take them down, we are going to be getting through to the knockout rounds, which is perfect. We want to go for that #1 seed. Can we do it? Can we get the result against Croatia? We are about to find out. But a big shout out to EA Sports FIFA, the development team, the graphics work, the graphics packages have been absolutely incredible. All the new player scans have just been insane. Some of the players have their new tattoos into the game. Those are the things that I really enjoy from a video game, and especially from FIFA. I'm a big fan of the little things that make it feel more and more realistic. They've got all the licensed stadiums, they've got the licensed teams that teams aren't even in the World Cup. You've got your Italys, you've got your USAs, your Chiles, your Netherlands, all those sort of teams, New Zealand's, China, all these sort of teams are licensed within the game, and they're not even in the World Cup, and they are playable with, which is some more content you will see from me in the coming days. But getting into this game now, Croatia and Marco Rock were looking to get off to the perfect start there. He did blaze that one wide in the 6th minute, but a bit of a wake-up call for us. Our first highlight comes in the 33rd minute, as it was Banega forcing a big save out of Subasic, but the AS Monaco goalkeeper was able to get that one away. However, in the 36th minute, a lovely cross there, and Nicolas Otamendi stepping up. He had a fantastic season in the Premier League for Manchester City, and I expect him to be a crucial player in this World Cup squad for Argentina. He has given us the lead here in the 37th minute. That is the perfect goal we were looking for, and a great start to this one. We move now with half an hour to go. It was a pretty quiet start to the second half, a pretty quiet game compared to the Iceland one. Croatia definitely a level above Iceland. They're going to go through here, and Marco Rog, another big miss. When I saw that one go back to him, I thought, oh no, we're in trouble here. We're going to concede. But Rog blazes that one across the face of the goal, which I was definitely not expecting. Higuain, though, looking to make it 2-0, and look at that for a finish. What a goal from Higuain. He missed some absolute sitters in that first game against Iceland, but make no mistake, he is going to set up this one here, and he is going to make it 2-0. Now, that is a big animation I did notice throughout my recording session on this game mode. Outside of the box, sort of across the body shots have been really overpowered. They're really overpowered in FIFA 18 normal play inside the box across the face, but in terms of long shots, they have been absolutely deadly so far for me. And Higuain, another goal there. Gonzalo has made it 3-0 and has surely secured us the 3 points, but it was all too easy, wasn't it? It was a lovely chip sort of cross, but the Croatian defense just sitting off of him and allowing him to slot that one home. So definitely what we needed after a pretty scary opening to the game. Croatia haven't been all that bad, but some lovely build-up play here. Di Maria makes it 4-0, and that is an incredible goal to score. The build-up play, the vision, the runs, it is all coming together, and you guys can now see what I mean when I said that this Argentina squad was absolutely incredible. Loved using it, and that is going to see us get another big result. 4-0 over Croatia. Our goal differential, 10 goals for, 0 goals conceded. How good is that? That is insane. Nigeria and Iceland draw in their games, so we are definitely through to the knockout rounds, meaning I am going to simulate this game against Nigeria. No point playing it. It was only going to make the video longer, so we just want to get this game out of the way and get ourselves through to the knockout rounds to see how we go there. So it's still 0-0 here, about half an hour into this one, and Ndidi does get the lead there for Nigeria, quite surprisingly. So a bit of a challenge on our hands. Can we find ourselves an equalizer with half an hour to go? We do. Angel Correa is going to step up and get the goal. I did play a bit of a rotational side for this one. Didn't want any of our big name players picking up an injury. Javier Pastore misses the penalty to win the game for us in the 87th minute. And ultimately, it is going to be a 1-1 draw against Nigeria, which definitely surprised me. However, the point did see us go top of the group, Croatia finishing in second. So Croatia, they did take on Denmark and beat them on penalties. But if you look to the top right-hand corner, we're taking on my home nation of Australia. What a challenge this is going to be. This is going to be really exciting. And I thought, when I saw this draw, I was like, oh my god, now I have to make sure I get a really big win, because otherwise we're going to get you guys in the comment section saying, oh, you took it easy because you're playing against Australia. You threw the match, whatever. So I was really nervous heading into this one, but we did go with the same sort of lineup we've rocked with for the entirety of the tournament so far. The 3-5-2 formation, hoping that Messi and these sort of players can continue to step up. Aguero, Higuain, they've been great for us. But now the Australian lineup really surprised me. Definitely quite different to what we're expecting heading into this World Cup. Luke Bratton somehow made the starting 11, which surprised me. And then Tommy Rodgick in the attacking mid spot. Tommy Orr in there as well. But then Jamie McLaren, I laughed hysterically when I saw this, because if you follow Australian football, you know how controversial it has been that Jamie McLaren was left out of the Australian World Cup squad as a whole. He made the 26-man squad, I believe it was, or the 32-man squad, yeah, 32-man squad, but he got cut from the 26-man squad and Timmy Cahill got in instead of him. And that's been a big talking point within Australian football, so for Tim Cahill to not even be included in this game, and for McLaren to be starting striker was quite funny. Also, Aaron Moy on the bench was quite surprising, but Australia really have taken it to us to the start of this game. We get to the halfway point, our first opportunities really. Otamendi going to play that one through to Angel Di Maria on the angle, goes through the legs of Matt Ryan. Josh Risdon almost putting that one in for an own goal, but we are going to get another corner opportunity here. It's going to be Leo Messi up against Matt Leckie, trying to find an opportunity, going straight through the skills, but the block from Sainsbury. What a goal that would have been. A bit of individual brilliance if Messi was able to find the back of the net there, but we head into the second half. It is 0-0. We're putting the pressure on Milligan and Jednak, and ultimately Jednak is going to turn that one over. We're going to go through here. Too much space for Gonzalo Higuain. That's a very Australian thing to do defensively, to give the opposition strikers too much space, and it's happened here again. Higuain, a big-time goal, and we have the lead now, and a lot of confidence against Australia, and we want to capitalise on that confidence. We're going to go through here. Sergio Aguero, too much space there. I believe it was Luke Bratton letting him through. What is the Australian defence doing there? I was just holding down that sprint button. Sergio Aguero going straight through and giving us a 2-0 advantage here. We have gone bang, bang, and we now are in a key position to get into the quarterfinals. Can we add a third goal here? Dybala running through on the angle, forces the save out of Matty Ryan, and it is going to be eventually caught there from the Brighton and Hove Albion goalkeeper. But there's still time on the board here for Australia. A lovely ball there going through to Jamie McLaren. Otamendi chasing. Big tackle there, but somehow McLaren ends up with possession. Crosses it first time to the back post. Tommy Orr unmarked. And it is game on here. That is a big problem with rocking a 3 at the back formation, is that we give the opposition wingers, if they play highly, an opportunity to really draw us in and have open opportunities like that. But as we move into stoppage time now, Australia looking to force extra time, crossing that one in there. It is caught from Romero. We're going to get it away quickly, looking to get another goal here on the counter-attack. Lovely balls, draw and passing, straight past Sainsbury. It's going to be Gomez. Can he get the third goal? Yes, he will. Bangs it in off the post. And it is going to secure us a spot in the quarterfinals of the 2018 World Cup. In the round of 16, it is Argentina 3. My hometown nation, Australia 1. Would have been quite funny if we did lose to Australia, but ultimately, we're going to get the right result here. Stepping up when it really matters most. We conceded our first goal of the tournament in terms of me playing the games, but ultimately, we are going to be through to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. And look at this. This is a mouth-watering fixture. Portugal versus Argentina. Ronaldo versus Messi at the Fished Stadium. Who is it going to be? Will it be Ronaldo? Will it be Messi in the semi-finals of the World Cup? We are about to find out. The graphic packages, again, looking so tasty. But this is going to be a classic game here. Very excited. There is Cristiano Ronaldo. Can we get the result? We're going to find out. Here is the Portugal lineup. And they've got Jose Font. They've got Pepe in there. Their midfield is going to be William Carvalho, joining alongside Bernardo Silva, another Silva, and then João Mario. Silva, 3 Silvers, and Ronaldo up front there. So we're going to have to try containing CR7. But we're maintaining the side that we've had for the majority of this tournament. If it ain't broken, Don't try fixing it. Can we get another result here and get ourselves into the semi-finals of the World Cup, where we will face the winner of Germany and England? Let's find out. We're going to get an early opportunity here. Aguero hitting legs on the angle, left foot shot. It's absolutely blasted there at Rui Patricio. But we move on here off the resulting corner. It's going to be Ava Banega going through a diving save. Patricio being very busy early on here. They're not clearing it at all. They finally clear it there, but really good opportunities for us to get the lead early on here. We're trying to launch a counter-attacking opportunity now. We see Messi streaking up that right-hand side. We're going to run in, looking to get the angle a little bit better for ourselves. We force a good save there, but the follow-up is going to go to Higuain. A slicing shot hits the back of the Portuguese defender, and Higuain has had an incredible knockout rounds so far. Ever since that first game, he's been just absolutely incredible, and we have the lead here in the quarterfinals against Portugal. They're stepping over it though. What a miss from João Mario. I could not believe we've had some absolute massive luck in this tournament so far. Some of the goals we haven't conceded have been absolutely ridiculous, and we were looking to extend our advantage there in the second half, but I cannot believe that miss from João Mario. I can just tell. Whenever I do things, I always think of the comment section. I always think, oh god, people are going to say this, people are going to say that. And as soon as I did that, I even said it to one of the guys from the EA staff that was watching me record. I said, oh god, I'm going to have people telling me I'm playing on sliders or I'm playing on amateur, but I guess he can confirm I was playing on legendary, but I cannot believe how we did not go equalize there. And Cristiano Ronaldo trying to step up and do it all for his nation, missing it there. We're going to clear it away again with 15 minutes to play. A second goal would be massive. And we see the numerical overlap. Leo Messi trying to get on the scorer's sheet. He's going to be one-on-one. He's going to finesse it. And Leo Messi, he is world class. He is going to tuck it home. And he is going to double our advantage. It is going to be Portugal 0, Argentina 2. And we are now 10 minutes away, 7 minutes in this situation, from the World Cup semi-finals with Argentina. One of the best teams I have ever used. Too much space here for Pastore, but it is a good diving save from Rui Patricio. Into stoppage time now. It is all over for Portugal, but can we add a third goal? Can we add insult to injury? Messi looking to pick up a brace, looking for the options. He sees some numbers in there. He's going to pass it back to Aguero. Aguero's going to look for the shot, and Sergio Aguero is going to get that one in off the left foot, making it 3-0. Was it a 3-0 game, in my opinion? I don't think so, but we will take it. We will show how clinical we have been. Another dominant scoring performance, and it is going to be Argentina convincingly getting through to the World Cup semi-finals. We are on absolute fire, and we are going to be facing Germany. Germany versus Argentina in the World Cup semi-finals. If you look at the other side of the draw, Belgium faced Uruguay. Quite a surprising draw there, but Belgium faced Uruguay in the semi-finals of the World Cup. So this is going to be winner versus Belgium in the World Cup final. Also, one small thing I did notice in this is that France didn't make it out of their group, because we played Australia and then Croatia played Denmark. So France got eliminated in the group of Australia, Denmark and Peru, which I find quite funny. And I mean, as an Australian, I would not mind if that happened in the real World Cup. But getting back to what's important now, it is going to be the semi-final. We're rocking that beautiful black away jersey. I'm genuinely considering picking up that black away jersey. I've only bought one World Cup jersey so far, and that is the Spain jersey, the red Spain jersey, which just looks absolutely mental. Adidas have absolutely killed the game this year with the World Cup jerseys. I think every single one of their jerseys is better than every Nike jersey, besides the Nigeria kit that they did make. But a good opportunity in this game early on for Timo Werner. We're going to get right back into it. And if you remember earlier in the video, I did say nations play like normal. That is a very uncharacteristic turnover from Germany. And we have the opportunity here. Di Maria squares it, and it's going to be Sergio Aguero getting us the lead here just before halftime of the World Cup semi-finals. I don't know what the German defense was doing. I think you guys would have noticed by now, a lot of the time in this game, I just sprint at the back line with my attackers, and it works incredibly amazing. Get the big tackle, get the big turnover, get the golden opportunity. We have the 1-0 lead here in the World Cup semi-final. We're hoping that Germany don't put 7 on us like they did in Brazil. They're going to miss that one. That would have been a big equalizer for them to get into halftime. But we move into the second half now. It is going to be Sergio Aguero absolutely dictating the play. Lovely ball from Messi. What a goal Paulo Dybala makes it 2-0 here. Has he secured us a spot in the World Cup final? We'll have to wait and see, but what a play it was. The German defense in no man's land, allowing Sergio Aguero to run all that way there. What is the movement of that back line? Lovely ball from Messi, lovely finish from Dybala. And when I scored that goal, I literally got off my chair at the capture event and just went, come on! I was so pumped about that one. But can Messi make it 3-0? The free kick forcing a big save there from Manuel Neuer. Let's take a look at this one on the replay. In slow motion, beautiful slow motion. Hitting it, and it's going to go just over. I thought Neuer got a hand to that one, but just over there from Lionel Messi. So, would have been nice if he would have scored that free kick to make it 3-0. But it's not looking all that good for Germany at the moment. We're looking to get a third goal to wrap things up here. Looking to get another 3-0 result. It's going to be Aguero. Lovely ball to Dybala. And he's not going to miss from that area. Argentina convincingly going to the World Cup. And I'm sure through the past 20 minutes of content, you guys can see what I mean when I say that this Argentina side is the best team I have used in FIFA 18. Both clubs and international sides. It has been insane. But Germany looking to get a goal back here. Timo Werner going there to Julian Draxler. Goes to Shkodran Mustafi. And the German centre-back of all people is going to hit the crossbar. A good clearance there from Di Maria. It's still on though for the Germans. Di Maria wins a 50-50 challenge against Julian Draxler, And that is going to see us qualify for the 2018 FIFA World Cup. If you headed into the World Cup expecting this fixture, I don't think you would have expected it, but it is going to be Belgium versus Argentina. Can we get it done, lads? Can we bring national team glory to Argentina? Can Argentina get the revenge from 2014? We're about to find out.
This is the big day, the biggest day in world football. The World Cup final, it only comes round once every 4 years, and the prize is to be the top country in the world game. It's a brilliant setting, the Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow, and we're lucky to be here. We being myself, Martin Tyler, and Alan Smith.
Yeah, we certainly are lucky. You think back to previous finals, they've not all been absolute entertainment, but I think this one will, given the two sets of strikers on show. I've got to say, I think there'll be goals out there.
And we pause now for the national anthems.
So I really wanted to show you guys that opening intro, good monologue there, and that's something I noticed from this World Cup add-on, very specific commentary, which definitely, like I said earlier, it's the small little things that I'm a big fan of, and EA have implemented that nicely here with this World Cup add-on. But can we get our hands on the World Cup trophy? Of course, Argentina did lose the World Cup final in heartbreaking circumstances to Germany in 2014 in Brazil. So they're looking to avenge their loss there and get the result against Belgium. And Belgium are a side that have been spoken about for a long time now, about when are they going to reach their peak, when are they going to reach their potential. And maybe they'll be able to do it here. They have been a side that have been considered a young dark horse threat, but a lot of their players are reaching their peaks now, so hopefully we can stop them, and hopefully they don't reach their potential in this final. But it's going to be Messi here. What a start to the World Cup final. Like I said earlier, we keep putting pressure on the opposition defense, and we're going to take the lead here 6 minutes into it. I can't recall which player it was putting the pressure on the Belgian defense, but it's going to come up trumps as Messi slots that one home. You would expect him to score from that situation, but Belgium were looking to equalise there straight off the kickoff, but we're going to make a big interception, and now we're looking to launch a counter-attack. Higuain going to Aguero. Look at the space. Higuain up against company, taken down. Is it going to be a penalty? No, it is not. It's going to be a free kick right on the edge of the box. I thought for sure it was a penalty, but That is extremely close. Messi stepping up for the free kick, and he scores it! 11 minutes into the World Cup final, the Magician has made it 2-0. He picks up a brace, and this is a dream World Cup final here for Leo Messi. Who said Messi doesn't perform in finals? I don't know what you're talking about, but that is a lovely free kick there. Getting it past Thibaut Courtois, not much the Belgian goalkeeper could do about that one. Maybe Company and Vertonghen should have been jumping for that one. They might have been able to deflect that one out for a corner, but we're not going to complain because we are 2-0 up here in the biggest game in world football. We're looking to launch a counter-attack again. This is the position that I'm really strong in, when I go a few goals up and I can just exploit the opposition on the counter-attack. What a goal that is from Paulo Dybala. The turn, the shot, the goal. We are 3-0 up within half an hour. We're doing a better job in this World Cup final than we did against Iceland. This is incredible. This has shades of the domination that we saw from Germany against Brazil in the World Cup semi-finals in 2014. We are 3-0 up. The skills from Messi. Lovely cross. It's going to go out here to Angel Di Maria. Back heel pass to Eva Banega. The long shot. And he just misses that one. Would have been nice to make it 4-0 within 40 minutes. But we're going to get a corner here just before halftime. Banega goes through there. Federico Fazio almost getting himself on the scorer sheet. A big deflection though. Puts it out for another corner. Leo Messi. We're bringing the man short. But are we going to go? No, we're not. We're going to put it on the edge of the box. Di Maria heads it back there to Pastore. We're going to get the build-up play. Hazard is able to intercept that one, however. But again, we put on the pressure. Rojo in the perfect position. Going to Higuain. Goes to Aguero. That is 4-0. Belgian, they're still in the team hotel. They have not turned up. And we certainly have. We are 4-0 up here. Heading into the halftime breaks against Belgium. I can't believe what I'm witnessing, and when I was recording it, I could not believe it either. I was going absolutely mental. Messi though, looking to make it 5 on the angle. If he scored that one, I would have just got up and left, honestly. That would have been insane. Hazard though, getting past the poor time challenge there from Pastore. He's going to keep running through. Hazard looking for an option, goes to Marouane Fellaini, and the big Afro beast himself blows that one over the crossbar. That might have been able to spark a comeback for Belgium, but we're looking to continue to build on it. Surely the World Cup is going to be ours. 80th minute, Aguero going to Dybala. Lovely run there from Angel Di Maria. Can he close up shop? Yes, he does. 5-0 up in the World Cup final against Belgium. And at this point, I just thought I need to show you guys the sliders. I need to show you guys that I was not playing on like 100 accuracy and just making it really unfair. This is legendary. This is 50 for every slider. This is as fair as it can get, and as not as challenging as it can get. I could have put it 100 and 0 the opposite direction, but we are 5-0 up against Belgium, and now you guys surely get the point. The point has surely been nailed home when I say that this is the best team I have used in FIFA 18. Only 1 goal conceded for the entirety of the tournament in games we controlled. We're looking to make it 6. We're not. We're going to put it out for a corner. But fellas, that is going to be the World Cup final. I'm going to let the scenes play out. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like. Hit that subscribe button down below. It has been Jared HD here. I am out. Peace.
Argentina world champions. Lionel Messi, finally a world champion. He matches Maradona.
Well, that huge talent. If it needed vindication, it certainly received it here. What a moment for him and everybody associated with Argentina football.
Remember, it was that Messi hat-trick in the last qualification game that got Argentina here in the first place, in the nick of time. Against their names in football history, long after they've gone, it will say world champion. There's no higher accolade.
No, and it's difficult to argue that they're not deserved winners in this competition. To a man, they gave it their all out there.
Champions of the world, the best feeling in the world. They're on top of the world.
There's a real togetherness amongst those players, and they've needed it at times. They've came through some sticky periods in this competition, but it was all worth it, wasn't it?
with the supporters, and they'll know where their families are as well. Forever linked with Moscow, forever linked with Russia, forever linked with the FIFA World Cup.
And they've needed those fans at times, they've stuck with them. And quite rightly, they acknowledge that support.
They will not want this day to end, but they will get some souvenirs of it now as the photographers gather for these prime pictures of the winners of the FIFA World Cup 2018.